I'm sitting in the parking lot of Panasia. It's on Manchester, and it's one of my happy places. The goal is to go in and get some of their specials and not spend very much money. So I'll take you along with me because their produce is phenomenal. They have a live seafood section. They always have sales. Usually going in because they have spinach on sale, but I always find other stuff. So the goal is not to spend very much money. So we'll see how I do. And I can't show you every aisle. I'm just gonna kind of do the periphery. I do want to get some spices though. So come along, we'll see. gosh, it's hot. Just the walk from the store to the car. As you saw, my cart got kind of full. Part of my thought process is, that's a really good sale. That's a really good deal. I love rainbow trout. And the beef prices were just phenomenal. I personally don't eat beef very often, but it's like $4.69, $4.99, $6.49. Anyway, it was cheaper than I've seen at any other store. And so I got those. And then by the time I found the oil and the beef, I was like, I gotta go do spices, and it just might as well be a stock up. Yeah. The only thing I did not find that I really wanted was quinoa. They had barley, they had umpteen dozen kinds of rice, black rice, purple rice, sweet rice, jasmine rice, brown rice, flat rice, long grain rice, broken rice, and even down one of the aisles, it's just a great big huge 20 and 25 pound bags of rice. They even had rice flour. I did find quinoa flour, but I don't want quinoa flour. I want quinoa. I need a big bag of quinoa. I thought I had a big bag of quinoa downstairs, but what I have downstairs is barley. I like barley. Come this fall, we'll do a barley chili recipe. It's really good. Barley's like noodles and rice. It just takes on the flavor of whatever you mix it with. So we're gonna head home, and it's probably gonna have to be, for those of you on TikTok that are following along, and you'd see this little bit at a time, it's probably gonna have to be a multiple haul. Like, I could do produce and then meat and then spices, and but since I didn't have a budget, I did okay. But I did spend more money than I thought I would. But let's head home. It's so hot. I had to get home and get something to eat, something to drink. I'm home. Dogs are out. This bag's about half full. My freezer insulated bag is full, and there's 2 more bags that are almost full. So good, it didn't mess it up. I bought myself a dragon roll for lunch. I like it with the fried onions on top. You guys saw that I got spinach. This is actually for Amanda. I'm probably gonna blanch these and then freeze them. Were you surprised? I got cherries. Were you surprised? I was kind of surprised. And these are probably eat fresh. And I still have watermelon and peaches in the fridge, so I'm hoping those are eat fresh. Cabbage was only like 79 cents. This little guy is called a fuzzy squash because he is fuzzy. He's also very dirty. It's supposed to taste a little bit like a little sweeter zucchini. I got one of those to try, and I think that's all the produce. Well, I guess that could be considered produce, but I got dried shiitake mushrooms. Store well, throw them in a soup, throw them in an Instapot. So that is the produce, because if I did one for all of it, it would be kind of long. So we're gonna do produce, and then we'll do meat and grocery. I'm missed a couple produce items because they were in a separate bag. I got 2 lemons. They were 2 for $1. Remember this? I had this great big huge pomegranate. $1.79 a pound, maybe. This was also in the produce section, but kind of with the mushrooms and the tofu. This is fried tofu. I can literally make stir-fry soup, whatever I want, and just heat this up. Or you can eat it raw. It's already fully cooked. But I got 2 firm tofus just because they were $1.99 and everything else was $2.39 and more. I got garlic. I got king oyster mushrooms. These make a great substitute for meat. These make really great scallops if you can handle a lot of butter. You can also shred them and season them if you want them to taste like barbecue or chicken or beef, and heat them in the oven. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. This was $1.79 a pound, about the same price as the tofu. And you can actually do the same with the tofu, and depending on what you're gonna do with the mushrooms or the tofu might be actually easier to work with. It takes a long time to shred them. You shred them with fork just like you were gonna shred chicken, and then you season them and then you put them in the oven and you cook them kind of like you're baking chicken or baking something, and let them get brown and crispy, and then take them out and then use them. These I found, these are soy tofu slices. So these you could use instead of noodles in something. I've never had them before. I'm gonna have to look up some recipes. And I showed you the cabbage, right? That's all the produce, I think. I am pescatarian, or as Dr. Mark says, pegan, pescatarian, leaning into vegan. And like I said, I don't eat beef. I don't eat beef very often. I do eat fish. This is a sea bass. I've never had sea bass before, so I'm gonna have to look up recipes for that. And rainbow trout, $8.99 a pound. $8.99 a pound. Okay, this is a beef eye of round. There's not very much fat in it. It was $6.49 a pound. You could slice these and make steaks out of them. There's lots you can do with them. These are beef femur bones. They will go back in the freezer. These are actually for the dog. So, they get one like every month. And if you haven't seen a cute video of them, go back and check it out. Mac is just going to town on his. And this is beef back rib, $4.99 a pound. $4.99 a pound. I think I might put this in the Instapot and do with some neutral seasonings, and then when it's cooked, take it out, put barbecue sauce on it, and put it in the oven and bake the barbecue sauce on. Have some, it'll probably be falling off the bone by the time it comes out of the Instapot, but $4.99 a pound. Or I might just use half and put half in the freezer. Any of the meat that I don't use right away, I will wrap tightly in plastic, at least one layer, and then put it in a, somebody's tippy tapping behind me. Oh, it's Mac. I will put it in a Ziploc type bag that is for the freezer, and put it in the freezer. This is a lot of meat. So let's see, 2 meals out of the fish, probably 4 meals out of the trout, 3 or 4 meals out of the ribs. Depending on how much the eye of round cooks down, it could be 2 to 4 meals out of that. And oh wait, there's more. I got a beef shank boneless. I think it was $6.99 a pound. I'm gonna look up recipes for this one. With it being a beef shank, I understand that it is a muscle piece that's used a lot. So I'm guessing that this is a pressure cooker or crock pot piece. And with it being as big as it is, it's over 2.5 pounds. I could literally cut it in half and still have large pieces and I could do 2 different things with it. I think that's it for the meat and the seafood. I had 2 cans of coconut water. They were a good price. I only have 1 over there. They're great to make an electrolyte drink with in case you don't have hydration drops. I got bouillon cubes for vegetable, for chicken, and for beef. I don't remember how much these were, but just having these in your cabinet gives you so much flexibility to add flavor into anything that you're making. Like if I put one of those pieces of beef in the crock pot and slow cook it in the crock pot, or maybe in the Instant Pot, I would absolutely put one of these in there. Where should I put it? I'll put it back over here. Other thing that I got was this. Phew. It's 3 liters of extra virgin olive oil. First cold pressing, so it's supposed to be one of the best. I think it was $30. But when you compare it to how much you pay, $9 or $10 for a smaller one that's like this, it comes out cheaper. And this is one of those things that if oil prices keep going up and tariffs keep going up and everything keeps going up, this is one of those things that's gonna go up in price. So I figured if I can get it now for what it is. I shopped different aisles with other olive oils, and this one was the best buy. And all I have left is spices. I got this great big huge thing of turmeric. It's 28.2 ounces, $6 or $7. You pay that for one of those McCormick ones. And I don't know if y'all heard, but there's been some research done, and a lot of McCormick spices have shown up from independent testing labs have shown up to have lead in them. So I got this. The dogs take it every morning. I got cardamom seeds so I can grind them whole if I want to make tea, or $3, I think. I should probably look. Got fenugreek seeds, because as the seeds, again, I can grind them fresh. Fresh is always best. It's kind of like coffee. If you grind your beans and then make your coffee, it releases the best part of the oils if they've been ground and they sit around for a while. Cumin seeds, again, are the same. I will grind my own, but again, what I paid for this bag is what some people in the store pay for that little McCormick bag. I did not get garlic. I did think about it, but I still have that, plus I have I'm downstairs in the pantry, and I got cloves. I actually got the cloves because I was thinking about watermelon rind pickles. And in one of my videos on my YouTube channel, we'll talk about watermelon rind pickles. But again, for the price that you pay for a little one, I got all this. So, thank you for coming along to Panasia. Thank you for coming along for the haul. And if you'd like to know what I do with all of this stuff, what I make with it, let me know in the comments.